Hello, hello. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Welcome at the Cafe Empire. You're always loved when you are here. You always deserve the best. That's why I'm here to give you the best information that will help your life, that will transform you, that will change everything, that will change the way you feel about this world here on planet Earth. That's how I'm coming to you. You are coming to me. We are helping each other. Most especially when you put comment or a like, because that's when we can interact. That's where we can know what you know, and I can be able to give you what you also need. Yeah. Yeah. So there. So today we are talking about the witch's paradox of setting something to someone's body. And when you go to the you know, especially doctors, they are common. They find this common because once they meet a lot of people like that who claim that someone has inserted something inside maybe their stomach or supernatural that which has said it, but once they do the scanning, but doctors may not be find the thing that maybe the one who is sick is complaining about. Normally, if they X-ray what they can't find, but the crowd may keep repeatedly saying that I have that thing and I do see it. I was going to this so which doctor and he said it is there and it's little. They believe it was that thing exists inside them. That's what the paradox of saying something is all about. It's what we want to talk about with what really happened. The doctors they do the scan, they say we can't find the thing, but the scan is still system. I have that doctor do your best. Do your best, do your best, and it's something that is beyond the doctor's prescription about care. Remember, doctors they look at realistic care and they just examine the body as the way it is depending on it, anatomy and physiology. Anything deviating from that is what they manage to treat. So depending on the anatomy, they are not on inside the bed, they are not visualizing it. Anything depending on the biochemical and the physiology of how these anatomic structures works, they're not really able to find anything. That's when they things in about the grand spin system, the thing exists. That's where now things go beyond the medical team. It's beyond them. And now, which maybe if you just go somewhere to pray for your oral, it's now you have to consult the medium because this is beyond that. Now, we as gods, we as divine beings, we are now here to bring that to cut down that poverty. That is poverty of knowledge. We want, remember, in our divine society, we want to have best doctors who have this knowledge and they are also able to relate with the medical care that is science based we are having. That's the type of doctors we want to have. Always be here because if you, we as the genesis of new earth, we as the divine beings, we are the new beginning. We are bringing this knowledge out there. That to say, you will not find it anywhere else. If you can't not find it anywhere else, or maybe it might be on someone's channel, but because we are only two, me and the Canadian. So yeah. the whole planet, on the whole YouTube thing, that we are bringing this new knowledge out to you people, for you to transform your life, to transform, start viewing the world in a realistic way, not in an illusion way you are in right now. So always come here, because if you cannot come here, you cannot relate this information, then you end up falling into in illusion, or you now looking, you also be looking back to the past instead of looking to the future. Learning is continuous. Remember, our goal, we are here, one of the reasons we are here is to learn, grow, and actualize. So once you are learning here, then you'll be able to actually, when you are living life in a strict way, you might know you might now start relating the level human that the people you are meeting around there they are in. So what are these particularly all about? Remember, we are divine beings, so there's light inside us. Not light from the sun, but light within. That light within is the soul. You might, it's a living soul. Why? Because it's a mathematical frequencies. There is mathematical in nature. It was there before the time of Big Bang, but before the time of the creation, when all they saw from the source said we have to start multiplying in multiverse, like we can say the multiverse, like only we started from the source started to multiply in individual souls. So it's like the source is multiplying itself into multiverse. You see? We will talk about science later. We are not yet, we are dealing with superstition, that but the term of multiverse maybe is my most scientific related. We will talk about it in the details in the future. So what does this really mean? It's because majority, what does this superstitious really mean? That they have to do that to me, but the doctor are not seeing it. What does it really happen? It's because remember we are the living, our light within is a living soul. So if you are that person who have not discovered, you make cautious, and you don't yet go to school, maybe the education, you don't have the biology of your evening. You know the biology told us the leg, you know this, the head, what is inside this, the head. There's a brain, and the brain is being divided into the cerebellum, cerebellum, and the medulla oblongata. Or that this scar is also divided, like they are here. There's a brain, there's the hard brain, whatsoever. You know, that is all about what biology. So if you don't have that information, remember you all just have that inner soul, and you imagine, because what you, if you don't have that knowledge inside you, it's like you are mostly far of knowing who you are. So what happens is you don't have time to look within you into your like body parts, like the biological looking within you. You don't have that knowledge. So what is happening? Can I just shut it down? So if you cannot see that, then the end result is, if someone just tell you, I have intuitively, you have something like, I have done this. Remember, superstition is all about connecting intuitive the message intuitively. And the thing that just gone into your intuition, remember, it's the connection to the source, and you have now have that as your soul within is a creative, is what is creative, is a living, then it might create that thing that someone said. We must be evil, you see. And at the end, once it has created it, you may now visualizing it inside your thoughts. You see, once you are visualizing it inside your thoughts, then you will end up believing that that thing is what is there. Why? Because if you have that picture inside you, that octave now is inside you, and you know the person who have done that because you believe he is of that type, that and he have done that to you deliberately. You see. So you might end up believing something that is just you yourself forming that thing inside your soul instead of you once knowing your biological part and you know inside I'm a living soul. So these things I might be making it up by my own. And at the end, it's like I'm making up something inside my soul that is going against my own life. Remember, these things there is a medical of the upbringing from our parents. They have been told about this superstitious stories, the greatest stories that have been happening. In the end, as living souls, we process those information, those stories, those paradoxes, those stories. As we are processing it, we end up believing those things. The things that have never ever happened. They might be the stories that have been told. It might be Mandela effect stories. I will talk about the Mandela effect in the next study. Say also important umbrella word that we have to deal with when explaining these things. So you see, making an unconscious is most important thing. Why? Because once you have made conscious and conscious, then you know what is inside your unconscious soul to the conscious soul, and you know who you truly are. Anything external from that, you might be able to notice it. If you are sick, then you are always be led there to consult a doctor, and you know the doctor what is able do in on your body, because right now we are having yet having these doctors who have also have that divine nature, who have also discovered that divine nature within them. The doctors we are having now, they are just looking the things that are the materialistic, dualistic model of care. Them too, they have it. That's why they end up feeling because who are the God they are talking about? It's us. We the only gods. We are the second coming of Christ. And nobody who is praying to God that is just know within that He is praying to us for the church. That's why we are here as Savior of the world. We are here to transform you, to transform the planet and make life worth living. That is that on riches. So you might see this poverty of knowledge. Remember, poverty is lack of something, that lack of knowledge, poverty of knowledge ended up you going crazy. You started believing in it, stuff that have ever never happened. You started hating your own existence. Started thinking that your inner world is controlled by someone external. Because you haven't discovered yourself who you are within. So what is matters is you to discover yourself who you are within. Then once you do that, you'll be able to transform the world and let others people discover themselves who they are within. That is that for today. See you in the next stream where we'll also talk about this Mandela effect. Then we'll talk about something that maybe have happened in the past. People believe them, but they haven't ever happened. Bye for today. Love you guys. Yeah. Well, stream. Ngari ndisabange end stream.